So today it's a Tuesday. The week has just started. Today I am learning about AWS partner Agentic AI essentials. The maturity progression as organizations adopt Agentic AI, right? And these days, so many organizations are actually adopting to agentic AI, right? There are so many actually. As organizations adopt agentic AI, they typically progress through distinct maturity levels. Understanding this progression helps avoid agent washing, the practice of mislabeling basic automation as AI agents without true autonomous capabilities and ensures a sustainable implementation. The agentic AI maturity scale illustrates the enterprise journey from simple task automation to fully autonomous systems. The scale progresses from low agency systems requiring significant human oversight on the left to high agency systems capable of independent operation and strategic decision making on the right. Na, 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 na. So here I have one diagrammatic representation. So let's talk on Tuesday, right? And it is actually Tuesday, and along with my work, I am starting to learn the AWS partner Agentic AI Essentials. So ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಎ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ ಎಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ದು Agentic AI essentials I want to learn. And today actually I am working from home. So I'm gonna show you the routine and the way I work from home and break times ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಂತ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚಾಯ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಲೈಕ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೋಮ್ ರೈಟ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಲೈಕ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ನೋ ಲೈಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇ ಹಾಯ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ talk about so many things. So that's what like I have started Tuesday talks, and click on each marker to explore the agentic AI maturity scale. So here I am gonna show you the each cycle where agentic AI can be used, and the use cases of the agentic AI. So here we have the low agency and more human side. So this is the one, guys, I'm going to show you. So it is actually low agency, more human oversight, Low agency means requires constant human oversight, follows fixed predefined rules, handles single specific tasks, And we have the rule based RPA, executes predetermined workflows, cannot adopt or deviate from rules, and automates repetitive tasks. And we all know that agentic AI will do automate the repetitive tasks through the agents, right? And that's what I'm gonna show you to you, and a very basic you know format I'm going to show it to you. So it is rule based RPA, executes predetermined workflows, cannot adapt or deviate from rules, automates repetitive tasks. And then we have generative AI assistants. Work toward defined goals, require human guidance, handle connected tasks. That's okay. And we have the goal driven AI agents. Goal driven AI agents pursue broader objectives, adapt approach as needed, make operational decisions. Okay, and we have here is the fully autonomous agentic systems. It will sets and achieves own goals, require minimal oversight, makes strategic decisions. So it will itself does the strategic decisions and do it. And we have the high agency, and it is the most valuable and high approach. Minimal human oversight needed, independent strategic decision making, self improves and adopts continuously. So these all things I am trying to learn today, and it is actually a WPS partner as a DKI essentials. Along with my work, I am trying to do some more things, and I'm gonna show you guys like how the work from home actually works. So it is a Tuesday ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, quite happy, but not sure ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೀನಂತ. ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ. ಸೊ ಈಗಲೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್.
In a nutshell, I don't want to take too much of time in terms of the introduction, considering that.
So what's the framework? So here they are discussing about framework and creation of assistants and demo.
2 or 3 of the fundamentals of ICA, and then we'll continue the session, right? Because appreciate the fact that, okay, this is a mixed crowd where people might be basic level and then some might be having advanced level of knowledge in terms of the ICA, right? So what we will quickly touch upon is like what are the ingredients of this ICA, right? So yesterday there were numerous questions in terms of like, I mean, how to use the models, how to use, I mean, what is the construct of ICA. So just to relate to and make it easy, right? We are bringing in an analogy where you can consider the AE framework as a kitchen, right? Where basically, if you look at the kitchen, right, I mean, you need to have the tools and power in the sense that, okay, you need to have all the ingredients in the form of maybe salt to masala powders to rice, whatever that is required for the ingredients, and then safety and control, where you would obviously have the materials which are there, but it has to be properly secured, it has to be properly governed, right? For example, like I mean, regulators that are used for kind of controlling the gas, we ensure the safety, right? Similar to that, I mean, we are bringing this analogy so that it will stick to your brain without, like, I mean, mugging it up or kind of like, I mean, relating to, finding it difficult to relate to stuff, right? So here, if you look at it, right, AA platform also is like that, right, where it provides a standard set of libraries, runtime environment, and then models that whatever that is required, with which you will be able to develop, deploy, manage, and operate AI models, right? So how we do that is basically up to us. The framework is already available. That's foundation is what is the AA framework, and then ICA is built predominantly in terms of the AA framework itself, right? So this is just an analogy, just to make it simple and then easy to stick to the mind. That, okay, I mean, whenever you talk about the framework, think about this particular analogy, it will be easily coming through your mind, right? And another reason why we are bringing this particular analogy is that the next slide, if you look, right, I mean, there is a model construct, right? Yesterday there were questions in terms of like, I mean, how we would be able to choose the models, right? For which it would be good to understand what actually is a model, right? So think about AI models in this case, right? I mean, again, taking the same scenario, kitchen scenario, right? Here you would have different tools, right? I mean, maybe it will be easily coming through your right? AI platform.
So in the AI, we have a AI framework, and an AI framework is a software platform that provides standardized libraries. So we have one AI platform, and it actually provides so many standardized libraries, runtime environments, and tooling, right? So the libraries and runtime environment and the tooling, the tools which all are required for AI, alva. So to do what to develop and to deploy and manage and operate AI models. So basically, an AI framework is a platform that provides standardized libraries, runtime environments, and tooling to develop, deploy, manage, and operate AI models, alva. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸೇ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಐ ನೋ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್, ಬಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೊ ವೆಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಪೀಡಾಗಿ ತುಂಬ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ if any issues are there, I don't know, right, how to resolve it and all. So So that's the reason. And small, the frameworks and the, the uh, catalogs and all, right? We need to understand those all things step by step and do it, alba. And it abstracts underlying infrastructure such as compute, storage, and accelerators while enabling model execution, orchestration, s- security, and integration through APIs and services. ಅಲ್ಲ? And guys, the AI framework is like one ಕಿಚನ್ ಥರ ಏನಂತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮದು ಇದು ಕಿಚನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? All the ration, all the tools, gas, cylinder, and the ingredients and all, right? ಆ ಥರ tools and power, it is called compute or and libraries, and the ingredients. So we have so much of data stored in the AI framework. And safety and control, it is also called security and governance. Need to check ನಂದು ಡೈಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಕೂಡ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್, ರೈಟ್? ಏನಂತೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎರಡು ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ that's how we will learn things, alva. SFTP comp PDF to zip still running, so let it run.
Also it's like that, right? Where it provides a standard set of libraries, runtime environment, and then models that whatever that is required, with which you will be able to develop, deploy, manage, and operate AI models, right? So how we do that is basically up to us. The framework is already available. That's foundation is what is the AI framework, and then ICA is built predominantly in terms of the AI framework itself, right? So this is just an analogy, just to make it simple and then easy to stick to the mind. That okay, I mean, whenever you talk about the framework, think about this particular analogy. It will be easily coming through your mind, right? And another reason why we are bringing this particular analogy is that the next slide, if you look, right, I mean, there is a model constraint, right? Yesterday there were questions in terms of like, I mean, how we would be able to choose the models, right? For which it would be good to understand what actually is a model, right? So think about AI models in this case, right? I mean, again, taking the same scenario of kitchen scenario, right? Here you would have different cooks, right? I mean, maybe mom and dad, right? I mean, you should have put it as mom and dad might both cook, right? Because not necessarily that every mom and dad would cook. But the thing what we wanted to convey over here is that when you talk about this, right, using the same kitchen, whatever the mom, who is a model, right, I mean, might be preparing a different ingredient, maybe taking a certain ingredients and then kind of
Afternoon,
outcome what might
after
be
sleep,
different, right? So only if you go
after
to the outcome
lunch,
part.
we'll get sleep for
So
sure.
basically what happens is that I'm in the same kitchen, in this case I'm in the same AI framework, used by multiple models, right? I mean, mom and dad in this case, might be kind of like, I mean, one might be good in picking up a biryani, whereas the other one might be good in cooking a pasta, right? So what happens is that, I mean, training matters and experience matters as well, right? So one, is in terms of trained models that are available. And then the other one is about how to choose that models. That becomes kind of important as well, right? And again, we are trying to keep this basic analogy that, okay, you don't have to mug it up and then you know what is a model, right? So that you can wisely choose what models and what to stuff, right? So now, coming to the AI part, right? The same thing. Yesterday there were at least 5 or 6 questions directly to me and then also the other forum members asking that, okay, when to choose, why to choose, sort of a stuff, right? Now if you go back and relate to this, you will be easily able to articulate that, okay, I mean, not necessarily that, okay, all the models that are there would be the same outcome, right? So in the context of this, right, in the AI framework context, if you look at the Code Llama, one of the model that is available, right, it might be better for a code assistant, right? I mean, choose whatever that is more close to code behavior and then the one which is trained on the coding, right? Versus if you are using kind of a granite, right? I mean, that is best for enterprise, structured and then safe access. So you will at least have to kind of like, I mean, think this in mind that
After lunch, I'm done
when you
sleeping.
inject a particular model, the outcome also might be different, right? So we will show that in a minute. So Palani, if you
Of course,
please go
I'll get
to
sleep.
the IC, we are trying to relate it with the IC so that, I mean, when you use the prompt next time, it will come to your mind very clearly and then you can give a sample prompt. Use one of the, this is how the switch model also happens, okay? This is kind of real time where, like, I mean, you can go and then click on that plus sign and then switch the model, right? And then basically you select one of the model, right? I mean, you select one to make it clear that, okay, this is not able to get, maybe instead of a 50% accuracy, you might be able
I wanna know like how
you relate it to the real-time use cases and check whether there are assistants available. If not, what is the next step to create an assistant, right? I mean, all of that would be visually possible as well, right? So if we consider what is IC, right? I mean, Nagaraj already mentioned yesterday, it is an AI-powered delivery framework. Now that you know what is a framework, AI delivery framework and models associated with it, right? So now if you go to the next part of it, Palani, please. So the real example is that, I mean, their assistant and the agent, that is one other place where, like, I mean, people mentioned that they wanted to look
whenever I try
clarity
to learn
in terms of what is assistant versus
none of
what
these
is
things will
agent.
come.
Will not take much time here. Assistant is like, I mean, whatever instructor led, right? I mean, for example, there might be signboards that are there, there might be, like, I mean, next to signal details that are there, and then whether the road is having any cautionary stuff, right?
So
all
guys,
of this are kind of
how's
like
your day going on?
instructions that are there. Whereas in the case of agent, right? So some of this, right, based on whatever the steps and directions, you will be able to take a decision also, right? That's where, like, I mean, agent becomes more powerful versus an assistant where it is predominantly for carrying out a single task, where agent can do the workflow based on previous step and action can be taken and all those stuff, right? And then when we come to the ICA, this again, like, I mean, once you have this picture in memory, right, it will be very easy to relate.
Hi
so
and bye,
if you
Krupa.
move on, Palani, please. So from an ICA real-time example, what happens is that think about an assistant that you have created for playbook writer, right? I mean, you can generate a playbook. It can be Ansible, it can be based on the PowerShell. But again, like, I mean, whatever the output that you need, right, you can get that. That's the outcome of assistant, right? Whereas in the case of agent, you think about the situation, right? I mean, you are taking this assistant output of playbook and then using an agent where input to that particular agent would be this assistant's output, right? Where you can include a direction or a step there saying that, okay, I mean, if the playbook is validated, right, by maybe another additional assistant, right? I mean, go ahead and then execute this, right? So that becomes kind of a complete flow where one caveat here is that agent can include the workflows where it can be included as a manual step in between, or it can be automated so that the next agent in itself or the next step in that agent itself can take that decision and then act on it, right? So that's basically the difference in between assistant and agent. Yeah? And now we will show what actually is an assistant, and then also how we can leverage the assistant, how we can make use of this via demo itself, right? So that
So now I'm going to do a demo now, and I'm very much
Palani will
excited
help
for
us with going through that. Palani, over to you. Thank you,
doing
Palani.
demos is my
Sure,
favorite
thank
thing
you so
actually.
much. And these are the things, assistants, which we are going to demo it today. And creation of assistants, we will be just taking it in future sessions, but today we'll be just going through these two runbook, this runbook AAs and the constructing how the process flow can be constructed using assistants. So let me just go to the ICA, and this is the UI what you see it. And here you see, as Philip was also just talking about switch models. I'm just going to make sure that, right, it is where you need to have an UI what you and creation of assistants, we will be just taking it in future sessions, but today we'll be just going through these two runbook, this runbook AAs and the constructing how the process flow can be constructed using assistants. So let me just go to the ICA, and this is the UI what you see it. And here you see, as Philip was also just talking about switch models. I'm just going to make sure that, right, it is where you need to have an assistant to be inserted. I'm just trying to include an assistant. So you get this page where I'm just going to type AI, which is going to be demoed. So I'm just going to take this one and selecting it. Once you select it, goes back to the chat, and whatever the answer will. This, if in case there is a very good model which is going to come up with for code generation, you can even do everything on this as well. And
the intention of this is that, okay, say, for example, certificate short abstracted, and then here also it is abstracted, and then the abstraction is to that particular level. You don't even have to worry, right? I mean, what is happening behind the scene, it can all be driven by proper prompting, right? And then whatever you are showing, right? Could you please go to one of the assistant and then go to that edit mode, please, from the home page. I just wanted to give that context also, that not in case, see, one thing is that, I mean, how we will create it, right? And then the second one is like, I mean, how we will create this like an agentic AI workflow, which anyways we will take that in the next sessions, upcoming sessions. The intention of this is that, okay, say, for example, certification scheduler, he has gone to the edit, right? And then now, the thing, if you look at it, problem already, at 15-20 minutes exclusively for that. We will include that as anyway. We will, here, hopefully the screen is visible, the assistant and agent. This is one common question, and that is coming up very regularly on when to use the assistant versus when to use the agent, right? So there is no hard and fast rule, if you ask me, right? Because an assistant can be easily graduated to an agent and vice versa, right? So basically, if you look at it, assistant is something which is instructor-led, where you will have all the instructions. And an agent is something where in between there could be a step where there can be a decision tree with which it can take a decision and act on itself, right? So that's where it comes as autonomous, right? And then from a real-time example, right, the assistants are reactive, and then it perform the task based solely on user request and inputs. What does that mean? So you can enter the prompt, get a response, and all those simplified responses, and then task needing continuous user support and user input can be an ideal scenario for that, right? So it doesn't have the ability to plan, like I mentioned. It's instructor-led. It will execute a specific task and then come out, right? Whereas in the case of agents, it's more than a request, where you can connect the tools. The tools could be a fetch tool, it could be a ServiceNow fetch incident tool, right? It can be any of the ServiceNow pull requests that are there. So I'm taking an example of tools, right? And yeah, people who are not talking, please go on mute always, unless there are any questions, and then open for the floor, please. Yeah, Workspace itself. And then I will go here and then click on the agent and assistant studio, right? So here, as you see, there are two options that are there: create an agent or assistant. And for purpose, I will continue with my workspace itself, and then I will go here and then click on the agent and assistant studio, right? So here, as you see, there are two options that are there: create an agent or assistant. And then the second option is to create an agent app, which is kind of it's a multi-modal agent. It's definitely that. Today our focus will be on creating an agent or assistant, right? So let's get started. And then there are two ways in which you can start the creation of this, right? One is via the chat, where it is so helpful to create directly using the chat itself. Another option is by using the configure option, right? So now let's take a real-time example. Okay, I'm an architect, right? So basically, I would need some kind of assistance in knowing the trends in the resilience space, right? So for example, what is happening in the cloud space in terms of resilience, right? So for that, the best way is that I can create an agent, right? And then in that agent, I can hook up the tools that are there, and then the tools, like I mentioned, could be a Google search, right? Anything which is fetching something, right? And then it can be a Google search, it can be a Wikipedia search. I will show, right now, we will go ahead and then start creating that, okay? And then I have created a template for this. I will share this itself. So those who want to try this out, right? Right after this, you can try. And then I would suggest that, okay, maybe if you are a familiar team member, are there, single piece, so that you can brainstorm and then. And now, what are create an agent that's going to provide a detailed analysis of different.
So now I'm going to chat. Bro, hi. Mauditya. Such an unique name, bro. So here I'm creating. Hi bro, where are you from? I want to create an agent that's going to provide want to create agent that is going to provide a detailed analysis on detailed analysis on different resilience options in cloud. Different resilience options in Silo Cloud.
Different resilience options in cloud, right? Like I mentioned, I am a cloud architect, or assume that I am a cloud architect, and then I want this option, right? And all of you, please have a look on the console, please, because it's that easy where you can realistically create assistants after assistants based on your team's need. Okay, so I'm going to put something like, I mean, cloud resiliency okay. And now all I have to give is what is the personality of this particular agent, right? So here I will give you a tip, okay? This is what is prompt engineering or part of prompt engineering, right? An agent would be as good as how you are putting the prompts inside, right? So don't put anything generic saying that, okay, I mean, I want to do a research on what, and then what is the expectation? Try to articulate that during the prompts, right? So here I'm saying that, okay, my agent is friendly, helpful, professional, and then always accurate, right? I mean, this, you may think that, okay, it is just English, but I mean, this gives the kind of instruction to the agent properly, saying, and to the LLM, saying that, okay, focus any other activity, just focus on this and complete it. Okay. Somebody is busy with some activity, yeah, but hopefully others are this particular screen, and then just give that name here. And this is about the friendly character type, right? I mean, you just give that, and then for the simplicity, I have like, I mean, put in all whatever that has to be inputted, so that I mean, I will not lose time in typing, right? So now you look here. This is also important, right? I mean, what is it that, I mean, a brief introduction, right? I mean, I just gave that, okay, I mean, I'm a market researcher, and then I'm here to help provide whatever the blah, 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 right? And then now, all you have to do is that, I mean, go to what is it about has to be, and then for the simplicity, I have like, I mean, put in all whatever that has to be inputted, so that I mean, I will not lose time in typing, right?
Na 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 na.
Right? So now you look here. This is also important, right? I mean, what is it that, I mean, a brief introduction, right? I mean, I just gave that, okay, I mean, I'm a market researcher and then I'm here to help provide whatever the blah, 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 right? And then now all you have to do is that, I mean, go to the configure session. I'm hopeful that, okay, I mean, everybody is clear up till now. What we have done, it will come here any which ways. Cloud resiliency input. It's a, what is a persona? Persona type, right? It is a friendly, helpful, professional, and always accurate persona. And goal is to provide a detailed analysis on different resilience options in cloud, right? So here, just assume about your own situation, right? I mean, I am giving an example. Think that, okay, I mean, you wanted to know about the ITEL principles of, like, I mean, maybe 3 or 4 levels of change management, project management, blah, blah, right? So you can curate, now all you have to do is that, I mean, go to the configure session. I'm hopeful that, okay, I mean, everybody is clear up till now. What we have done, it will come here any which ways. Cloud resiliency input. It's a, what is a persona? Persona type, right? It is a friendly, helpful, professional, and always accurate persona. And goal is to provide a detailed analysis on different resilience options in cloud, right? So here, just assume about your own situation, right? I mean, I am giving an example. Think that, okay, I mean, you wanted to know about the ITEL principles of, like, I mean, maybe 3 or 4 levels of change management, project management, blah, blah, right? So you can convert this into kind of, like, I mean, the same option, whatever that you want to, right? And with that template that I presented, if somebody is saying that, okay, they don't know how to create an assistant, it would be a surprise, right? Because it's up to that level where you just have to tweak that specific prompts and then input over here, right? So now, what is the welcome message that I need to put in, right? I mean, I will just copy this and then I'll put that over here. Then instead of OpenAI GPT, I will just use a Granite 3.1 because I know that, okay, that's more powerful in terms of fetching this specific one, right? And then there was a lot of questions in terms of how to choose a model, right? I mean, that I have managed to download something from IC itself where I will circulate that. I have GPT I need to put in, right? I mean, I will just copy this and then I put that over here. And then instead of OpenAI GPT, I will just use a Granite 3.1 because I know that, okay, that's more powerful in terms of fetching this specific one, right? And then there was a lot of questions in terms of how to choose a model, right? I mean, that I have managed to download something from IC itself where I will circulate that on what are the tips for selecting a specific model, right? So now the thing is very critical here, right? I mean, so far in the last sessions, whenever you created the assistants, you would not have used any tools or anything, right? So here, now I'm going to add a tool, right? What am I going to add? A Google search. What does this mean? That my agent will go and then search in Google, right? And I will
प्रणाम
add
प्रणाम
another
भाई
one
सोमेर भाई प्रणाम
if I want, okay? It's up
कैसे
to
हो
you. I will for more accuracy, I will do one thing. I will include the Wikipedia searches and I will add another one if
क्या कर रहे हो सोमेर भाई
I want, okay? It's up to you. I will for more accuracy, I will do one thing. I will include the Wikipedia search as well, right? I added that, and then now I am going to add one more key stuff, which is about the now group. Okay, it's something.
Nothing.
Assist me.
How is your day?
That I do, right? What am I?
How is your day going, bro?
Now I am going to add a tool, right? What am I going to add? A Google search. What does this mean? That my agent will go and then search in Google, right? And I will add another one if I want. Okay, it's up to you. I will for more accuracy, I will do one thing. I will include the Wikipedia searches, key stuff, which is about the current time, right? So that, I mean, whatever the prompts that are happening in between agent and myself, I will have the reflection of the time, right? In between the current time, right? So that, I mean, whatever the prompts that are happening in between agent and myself, I will have the reflection of the time, right? thing in between. Then now I am going to add one more key stuff, which is about the
क्यों bro, क्या हो
timeline,
गया?
right? So that I mean, whatever the prompts
क्या हो
that
गया
are
भाई?
happening in between agent and myself, I will have the reflection of the time, right? So just a checkpoint here. I don't want to break flow, but I mean, you guys are with me. A thumbs up would help. Not help. If you are following,
No Valentine. अरे chill bro, that's okay. How old are you? No Valentine means why you are heartbroken, bro. Enjoy it.
or in case if I need to.
I don't know why I could say.
Okay. Okay. Few sample prompts here. What is the first prompt? I am going to add what are the top 2 resilience options in Azure, right? So
25 यार चलेगा भाई. Enjoy. Focus on your work, studies and all. वो तो हो जाएगा.
that is one thing that I want.
What are the top 2 resilience options in Azure?
To know, right? And then I'm going to add an additional prompt, right? I mean, that could be something about like AWS, right? And then I'm going to add something like, I mean, what is the recent emerging trends in AWS for a CDN specifically, right? And if I want, I can add as many as I want, but I'm going to stop here. I will let you guys enjoy it during the time when you guys do it, right? And then now, all I have to do is.
Dev, I have a quick question. Maybe I'll just say, so this is like what, when we are adding a prompt, are we telling the agent that these are the type of questions
that
you
would
can
आप
ask?
मेरा पेन नहीं समझोगे.
So,
आपके पास तो होगी इसलिए बोलते हैं आप ऐसे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं भाई.
So, you see here.
आप मेरा पेन नहीं समझोगे. हम भी वो पेन बहुत झेल कर ही हम आ गए ना.
So there will be this templates that are available.
You will not
So, for
understand
example,
my
if I add
pain.
an additional one for GCP.
No bro, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है ना.
Right, and then that will also appear here. So that when I start using this particular agent,
आप क्या
it will give the
करते हो?
from there, like
आपका
you can
बिजनेस है ना और आप
or if you
काम
want
करते
to
हो.
input something afresh, you can input over the prompt here. So that's how it works. Hopefully that is clear.
32.
So if in case we want to integrate with any service now and any other tools,
Yes.
that also
yes.
added in here.
Yes, you can add the tools over here. I will give you a set of tools that are available. Right?
4 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन की है जवानी.
Whatever the change request.
कट जाएगा ये 4 दिन की जिंदगी, दुनिया से चली जाएगी. Chill bro.
That is a tool over here. Okay, I will share that list also.
Sure.
Yeah? I don't know who asked that question, but hopefully that answered your question. Just a confirm. I'm going to kind of publish this, right? And then just a confirm this one, and then I can see that okay, agent is getting published. So now, how to use this, right?
हो गया भाई मेरा शादी में शादीशुदा हूँ.
Right? I mean, they should be able to see that. And then if I go, I mean, I wanted to show how you navigate there. That's the reason the ones.
भाई मैं तो शादीशुदा हो रहा यार. So nothing I can do and I can invite, right?
So again, I'm clicking here. Go to this workspace. We get there. That's the reason once again I'm clicking here. Go to this workspace, and then on the left pane, click on the agents and.
ये खुशी भी नहीं मिली. अरे मिलेगा मिलेगा. अपनी शादी में आप ही डांस करो खुद. है ना?
assistant library, I will be able to see
तुम्हारी शादी में, ये सॉन्ग है ना? क्या देख रहे हो? कंप्यूटर, लैपटॉप देख रहा हूँ। आप क्या कर रहे हो भाई? आप क्या कर रहे हो?
my library in a short while. Yes, it's available now. Now click on this specific one which we create. It's available now. Now click on this specific one which we created just now, and just click on
प्रवीण
usage,
अन्ना से
right?
बातें।
And just click on
और
usage,
खाना हो गया?
right? So that will give you exactly whatever the prompts that we had given, right? So now you look at the beauty of like having this, right? So I am just clicking on that template is the pattern. So assume I will tell you a real use case also, right? So for example, you want to get the service now reporting, and assume, okay, to look at like how many incidents were there, or how many problem tickets were there, or something of that sort. Right?
हाँ,
So
आपका
instead of this, what
हो गया भाई मेरा।
you add the tool for service now.
I had vegetable rice, रायता।
The prompts here, right? Whatever that
आपका?
you search from that particular.
आपका क्या था
fetch the data,
स्पेशल आज?
right? For example, somebody might want to know what are the how many, and then it will talk to that like what, right? It might take a little bit while because it has to check in Wikipedia, it has to check in Google search. Those are the tools that I added. It will have to perform all of that, and then in a short bit it will come back. Okay. While that is happening, I will open a parallel terminal and then use
और
the
क्या चल रहा है भाई?
and then what is the next one that I'm going to give? This one, right? So all I'm doing, don't confuse, all I'm trying to do is I'm executing both the prompts, template is prompts there, right? And then let's see, this has come back now. So now, see two options in Azure, right? It has given all the short answer and then why you have to choose this tool, right? And then detailed look at each of this, how it is impacting, and then when to choose the availability zones, right? See, this you can broaden. I just saw one demo, right? This you can broaden for anything for that matter, right? If you want to search in lighthouse,
अरे भाई,
lighthouse, right?
लस्सी, चटनी, चपाती, बटर, जागेरी, पिकल, सब्जी, बाप रे बाप। लस्सी, चटनी, चपाती, मक्खन, गुड़, अचार, सब्जी, कितना खाना भाई। ग्रेट, आप ही लकी हो यार। इतना सारा खाना, वाव, क्या बात है भाई। लस्सी तो आई रियली नीड। ये तो नॉर्मल है ना? हाँ, आपके पास तो ये बहुत नॉर्मल है ना, लेकिन हरियाणा हरियाणा इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज फ्रूट बोल ऑफ इंडिया, राइट? कुछ तो है, क्योंकि वहाँ पर खाना ही खाना है। लोग बहुत कुछ लाइक बहुत सारा खाते हैं ना। अ, वो भी लस्सी, चटनी, चपाती, मक्खन, गुड़, अचार, सब्जी एंड राइस। आप राइस ज़्यादा नहीं खाते ना? राइस नहीं खाते इतना, हाँ। हमारे साउथ इंडिया में हम थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही राइस खाते हैं, सो इसलिए पूछ रहा था। राइस आप लोग बहुत कम खाते हैं ना? हमारे यहाँ हम राइस तो हमको रहना है। राइस, सांबार, रसम, इट इज़ वेरी कॉमन हियर। अच्छा है, बट आपका खाना तो बहुत अच्छा है ना, बहुत स्वादिष्ट होगा। What are the top two residency options in Azure? Short answer: availability zones, region zone, isolation, high availability, best when you need to survive data center level failures with very low recovery time and minimal latency impact. Multi-region, paid region, disaster recovery, best when you need to survive a full region outage or want geographic redundancy for compliance, business continuity versus। अच्छा है यार। एंड आप क्या लाइक जॉब करते हैं ना? जॉब और स्टडीज, आई फॉरगॉट एक्चुअली। हाँ, बीएससी बोले, करेक्ट। बीएससी इन फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथमेटिक्स। दैट्स नाइस ब्रो। फ्रॉड कॉल। बैठ के बहुत थक गया हूँ। वही ना, पीसीएम, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथमेटिक्स। आज आपका कैसा रहा कॉलेज? आप जिम जाते हो? नहीं नहीं, मैं जिम नहीं जाता हूँ भाई। आई डोंट गो टू जिम ब्रो। आप आप जाते हो क्या? वहाँ गर्मी है क्या? नहीं, उतना तो ज़्यादा नहीं है, बट शाम को और रात को ना बहुत ठंड होता है। किसी बच्चे की आवाज़ आ रही है। हाँ, शायद नेबर्स होंगे। आता रहता है ऐसे। बाजू है ना लोग, उनका आवाज़ आता रहता है भाई। आपके बच्चे कितने हैं? मैं अभी अभी शादी हो गया मेरा। Recently, bro. आप घर से बाहर रहते हैं, हाँ राइट, स्टडीज मीन वर्क के लिए। और आप भी, या आप अपने होम टाउन में ही रहते हैं? आप जाते हैं क्या जिम गिम? फिर तो आपको वैलेंटाइन मनाना चाहिए, हाँ ज़रूर। बट मैं वो सब में उतना विश्वास नहीं है मुझे। लाइक मैं उतना ज़्यादा वो सब मानता नहीं हूँ। रोज डे, चॉकलेट डे, टेडी डे, गिटी डे, बिटी डे, नो, आई डोंट बिलीव इन फॉर दोज थिंग्स एंड ऑल। अखाड़े में जाता हूँ, वाओ। तो आप तो पहलवान है ना? पीजी, यू लिव इन अ पीजी, नाइस। अखाड़े में जाता हूँ, बढ़िया यार। आप तो पहलवान होंगे, रेसलिंग, रेसलर, रेसलर। वैलेंटाइन डे सिंपल तरीके से मनाना अच्छा है, नॉर्मल रोज और चॉकलेट, या सिंपल ही बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना। स्वीट, सिंपल एंड सॉर्टेड, यू नो राइट। मैं तो वैलेंटाइन डे और कुछ ऐसा डेज कुछ तो उतना ज़्यादा नहीं मनाता हूँ। भाई बचपन से रहा हूँ अखाड़े में, चाचा ले जाते थे। वाह यार, ऑसम। आई थिंक आप पहलवान है शायद, है ना? बिकॉज बचपन से सीख रहे हैं ना। एंड हरियाणा में तो बहुत ज़्यादा है ये, रेसलिंग है एंड ऑल राइट। धाकड़ है भाई, धाकड़ है। अच्छा है यार, ईट वेल एंड डू रेसलिंग एंड ताकतदार रहते हैं ना आप लोग। कुश्ती, कुश्ती, कुश्ती। हाँ, कुश्ती, it is called as wrestling. And you know, in Olympics में तो आप ही है ना, like players from Haryana, they only bought us some medals. स्पोर्ट्स में तो आपका स्टेट तो बहुत अच्छा है एक्चुअली, यू नो। आ रहा हूँ भाई, एक मिनट, क्योंकि बैठ के ना बहुत थक गया हूँ। Backpack. I can't sit right all the time. So I will like, I'll stand for some time. I will take some breaks. Those all things I can do. Right? Because sitting very a longer time is actually not good for anyone. Right, guys? Da-na-na. This is how it looks. Taken some little break to walk. Can't sit for so longer, right? Hi, how are you, Pinky? I am feeling to have chai, yeah, but I will have it at 5:30. A short break is actually good, right? It fixes me so well. I can take a break and just relax for some time. The natural air, natural sunlight is all actually good things for human body, for a human being. So actually, this is the perks of working from home, right? We can have food, we can lay down, we can relax for some time. This is the best thing.
just go home.
do some things here. Let's go down, guys, and check if I have anything to do. Back here in front of system. Actually, nothing is there now. We'll go at 5:30 for a tea and a coffee. फाइव थ्री हाँ ब्रो और आपका चाय टी और कॉफ़ी हो गया है Had your tea Somveer Veere yeah I also agree like in sports it is really good, you know. Haryana is really too good in sports and all. But in, yeah, education it is lacking a bit. I can also feel that. Let's see. Back. So it will start from here, right? Easily. scrolling in between works. That's what we do. Scrolling all the time. चाय की प्याली है. Let's see today. Like I will be in live for till 6 o'clock or 7. Let's see like how it will happen. Consulting. Good evening, and it's already 5:25. At 5:30, 5:30, I will just go and have tea. And guys, today I learned something which is very good. So I have tried creating agents in our tool, ICA tool. It is some consulting advantage tool, and I'm so happy that I could able to do that. So I have created agents and Authentic app. This is what I created.
लिख रहा हूँ, आनंद जी वेलकम टू द लाइव। नेक्स्ट नेम इज गाइस दीपिका। दीपिका जी का नाम लिख रहा हूँ। दीपिका जी का नाम लिख दिया। दीपिका जी आपके लिए प्यारा सा हार्ट मेरी तरफ से।
एक एक साथ तीन तीन चीजें बताती हूँ मैं। चलो गाइस लाइक करो। मलाई का असर देखिए कितनी अच्छा ग्लो आया है चेहरे पे। जो कह रहा
सब लोग कमेंट छोड़ दो ना 100
अब मैं यहाँ पे पहला वाला जो
सब लोग लाइव स्ट्रीम को लाइक करते जाओ, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते जाओ, बेल आइकन
सिर्फ बात है और कुछ भी नहीं है। जस्ट डांस। अगर प्यार सच्चा है तो ये प्यार तुम्हें जरूर मिलेगा।
The next topic, or just try the dance button. I think that
It's so hard, easy to get for the people, right? ಗುರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರೇ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಯು ಟೀ ಟೀ ಚಾಯ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇವತ್ತು ಚಾಯ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 5:33 ಆಯಿತು. ಟೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಹೌ ಐ ಮೇಕ್ ಟೀ? ಸೊ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಚಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯುನೋ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಚಾಯ್ ಸಾಕಾಯಿತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆರೋಗ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಜಾಗರಿ ಟೀ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಚಾಯ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಟೀಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೇ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದರೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಂತೀರ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 5 ಅಥವಾ 10 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೇಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಮುಗೀತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಹೊಸದು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ AI ಅಜೆಂಟಿಕ್ AI ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂದರೆ AWS ಅಜೆಂಟಿಕ್ AI ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಂತಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇಟ್. ಅದೊಂದು ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದೊಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಈ ಥರ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹೊಸದಾದ ಏನಾದರೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. then it's good. Activity ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Map your customer agentic AI maturity format, individual reflection, outcome, getting a clear understanding of your customers' current maturity levels and next steps. Instructions. Think of 3 to 5 customers you are currently working with. For each customer, consider their current AI implementation to the level of human oversight required the ability to handle complex tasks, decision making, autonomy. Assign each customer to a maturity level 1, rule based RPA, 2nd, generative AI assistants, 3, goal driven agents, 4, fully autonomous systems. Let's see. No, I match each. So now I am using ಚಾಟ್ ಜಿ ಪಿ ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ. ಚಾಟ್ ಜಿ ಪಿ ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಬ್ರೋ. Oliver Selfridge's groundbreaking concept of autonomous software is actually 19 and Carl Hewitt's actual model is 1970 and introduction 1990s. Right only, right? More and introduction of enterprise grade is actually 2020. This will go to 2020 and more sophisticated frameworks from Puldridge, Jennings and Vana. And Carl is, this is okay, this is okay, submit. So it's all correct. So which of the following is AWS definition of AI agents? Third, right? That's right. AI agents are autonomous software systems that leverage AI to reason, plan, and complete tasks on behalf of humans or systems, evaluating results and adjusting their approach as they work toward goals. A customer service AI system remembers previous interactions with the customer and uses this information provide more personalized responses. This demonstrates it is persistent, right? So these all need to match for real based, match each real world AI implementation to its maturity levels, considering autonomy and decision making capability. So automated invoice will come here. Automated invoice processing using predefined rules and templates will based at RPA. And for generative AI assistants, it's a customer service. And for goal driven supply chain, fully autonomous andre manufacturing systems that independently coordinates multiple production lines. Correct, bro. We'll be back in some time. Just checking like if I got something. No. So tea ready ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. Tea is finally getting ready, bro. So now I need to go through multi-agent systems, go through it later. ಸದ್ಯ 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 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಬ್ರೋ. So it's a free time and biscuit. I have some little. nice. So that would be here till 7. Let's see. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯಾಕು जिंजर अदरक वाली चाय हाँ right content, trying to build right content, but it's not getting useful here, right? Ha 9.99 bro, it should be. What a child, bro. I did, bro. Somveer has joined 5-3 and he's left. Visit to BRCC. We'll be back, guys. Let's do some real work. So 6 o'clock, starting some real work now. It will it will finish like so speed, you know. It's 2:23. seems like ha la 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 na 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 ಮತ್ತೆ guys ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಆಯಿತು, ಕೆಲಸ ಶುರು ಆಯಿತು. Everybody's saying hi, hi. Off from work, it seems. Transfer details, top 5.
And just we can have a call, then we'll sort an estimation, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that is about that. And coming to migration activities, as part of migration of servers, UAT servers planned next week, 18th, 19th, that's what they are planning. And post that, their production they plan for March first week. Samuel today told Venkat maybe you can inform IV Samuel. I told them third week, infra week is third and fourth week is there. I don't know. When I asked for third week, it seems they are having other applications as well. But I told that he will also inform IV. Maybe in case IV might reach out to you, Samuel, maybe you can inform. Because the UAT is still it is not completed next week, and post that we have only 1 week.
Yeah, I'll update her.
Yeah, and as part of migration, Pawan, could you please check SCM still you have access? If not, we need to ask them. We need to send a mail to them, and it seems they are updating that the owner of that SCM in order to edit. I'm not sure if still you have access to that. Could you please check it once for our SCM DCP?
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah. And as part of that, they asked because previously it is with Kindle, those things we need to replace it with ST. And in case of any changes in task, they will let us know. That's what they mentioned. And SCM, as part of SCM testing, as of now, post deployment, they have 60 days time span. That's what they confirm. Once it is migrated, within 60 days, we need to perform SCM activities. That is a plan of it. And as part of this migration, Samuel, it seems there is a confusion about servers. I responded back. Maybe I'm not sure about tracking this. As per our understanding in UAT, amendable also not migrated. They migrated, we asked them to revert, they reverted back. But still they are claiming it is migrated, but I am not sure. I asked them to pass it once again. Based on that, they need to plan for that side for UAT. You may able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Samuel, I think you were talking on mute.
Yeah, sorry, Anil, I was on mute. I remember that we had requested them to change back, restore the backup and all that.
based on just how we are doing at our end and the building of changes see normalization point of view. We just had a walkthrough today, so just an environment
Just keep
walkthrough.
tracking and completing it so that we can showcase how much knowledge we have already given them.
Okay, sir.
Keep tracking all these things, and they are they recording it or they're just
Yeah,
hearing?
recording those things.
And they're storing all these recordings in Teams only or any shared folder?
I think they are storing shape that I will pass it with them also.
Yeah, these are kind of things which will tell us about the efforts that we have done to build them to this whole application. And after that also, if they are failing, it's their incapabilities, not our supporting. So let's keep track of all these things.
Okay, sir. This is about JD projects and to Jackie.
You're saying me that the live stream has got ended? Seriously?
We are not using.
I'm not sure on that.
What is
But
that?
that server is used, right?
Server is used, but the ask is whether that ID is required or not. That we don't know. That
Still there,
ID
bro.
we are not using in available.
And what is that IBM soft something?
That I don't know. Soft layer, they are talking about
Yeah.
layers. That I don't know. What is that? Even I did not see anywhere in documentation as well that ID. That is the reason I responded. Maybe I responded back, we'll see what she's going to. She is planning to transfer that ID ownership from.
So many things are going on, but
We don't know which is.
Yeah, that's what. But as it is amendable, right? That is the reason she stated like it should be transferred to her.
so now, hi
That is
Mary,
what it is doing.
how are you?
And one more thing,
Praise the Lord.
there is one more mail communication. It is going on. That is, I think it seems at our level, they are having gone to the regarding our applications. What do you call that one? Yesterday also they shared.
What are you doing?
AODA lab status. What is this mean? This is what disability persons accessibility
I am good too.
related.
I am doing good, yaar.
Sample. You are part of that mail. Jackie already confirmed our Backstar basic application.
What are you doing?
Not part of this initiative. The only thing is amendable whether it is part of this initiative or not. That they are discussion about this.
Bible study.
No.
Great. I am in a meeting now. It will finish in 10 to 15 minutes.
But I understand that. That's what I got when I checked the details. But
And that time I will also do the Bible study.
but if it is public, then only it should be
Which chapter, which one you are reading now?
But I understand, but this is accessed by our TRO to internal only. Even then.
Yes, I know, but like, so for example, that's often higher one disabled one was a vision issue. How are we gonna use this?
Oh, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that is the case. Samuel, this is what they are referring to. Accessibility for owners with disabilities.
So which are
The law is now finished.
If they are discussing about all these applications, Covenant,
ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದು ಲೈವ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್
PDF server,
ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
Backstar,
Is it ended
we don't have any.
or ಏನೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ?
Finally, I think as per my understanding, we already have this in T-base point of view, right, Nazar? That we already, I think they are.
That is the best, that is the hard response to disabled.
Okay.
So they ask hard, they say yes, we can read Braille and large, so they are covered there. But
Okay.
I think the wider thing, I'm not sure how this will apply, because as you said, so if you have access to
It's gone ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
and one of the employee of the battle has disabled. I believe the law now requires that the system should be accommodated.
Okay. What I am not sure about this is a communication, Samuel, that they are discussing about this.
so let's understand, like when it will need to be enabled or made the features suitable.
The law is already
ಏನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
it's finished. So
ನಿನ್ಗೇನಾಯ್ತು?
everything has to be
ಯಾವ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ವೈ
To find the deviation, what he was doing, spending time in DBJS only and not thinking about these things. If you have filed, he has to find a deviation now.
Yeah,
And make
yeah.
this application, give the money to do this application accessible. That's all. What else we can do? He is answerable as the owner of the
for us,
whole.
like I don't even know if we have to for us.
Yeah, we have to be able to know what capabilities we have to build it.
ಇನ್ನೂ ಟೆನ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ.
Why they came up now?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಟೆನ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು
Yeah, these all big senior people.
ಆರಾಮಾಗೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ.
So they have
ನೀನು ಯಾಕೆ ಟೆನ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಇರುತ್ತಮ್ಮ, ಸಾವಿರ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ಪರ್ಸಿಗೇನು ಇದಿಲ್ಲ, ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಂದಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮಗಿರೋ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಗಳು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಗಳು. ನೋಬಡಿ ನೋಸ್.
Should assign those people who can work within this time period without need of this kind of.
ನಮಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
one door,
ಏನಂತೀರಾ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್?
the feasibility, is it feasible to do it? So they can do that.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Again, as a
ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಚಿಂತೆಗಳು.
even if you want to build it, you
ಚಿಂತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತೆಯಾಗಿದೆ.
Tax officer access it.
Everybody has it.
Have a voice.
But God will make a way, definitely, right?
It should be
ದೇವರು ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಮೋತಿ, ನೈಸ್.
Whatever
ಹೌದ್ರಿ.
impairment that there is in the world, you have to cover it. It's very hard, but I'm not sure anybody can do everything. But normally, it's yeah, like I think it's more obvious when it is in the public cases. But again, the law doesn't differentiate between public because it says
ಓದಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ.
which is we consider large consider large as one of the people.
True, we will make a way. Yeah, there is a song, right? God will make a way when there seems to be no way. He will make a way. He will definitely make a way, right?
You have to have that perception, you have to apply, say, okay, this is not feasible because if we do it, it will never work or it will, the cost will probably be something that is there is no benefit out of it. So you can't spend like $100 million and nobody
Everything put on God. He is a way maker. Yes, He is a way maker, and everything is possible to Him, right? So we always have trust on Him and put everything on God, and He will definitely take care of it.
Yeah, those are simply going to work on us.
God will make a way. Yeah, definitely will make a way. So no need to worry much.
Processes of improvements that they were thinking. All the funds they have consumed already. And no funds have been allocated for this year. They have to take it from contingency, some funds, they have to bring it from there and work all create a deviation. I know that risk. Yeah, this all we can talk here, but there who will tell this for thing to our which is some 25 million budget he is holding next. So, let's go ahead. We'll see the mails how they evolve.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, and these are the updates for today, sir. And Samuel, I will schedule one call. You able to join that call?
So voting so that what to say, sir?
Oh, yeah, that's what I think she is plan. It is 30 minutes. It will be around 10 a.m. EST, sir.
Yeah.
Somir Bhai is back. Somir Bhai, हो गया आपका चाय पानी? What is? वालेकुम प्रणाम तंगबली. नमस्ते सोमेर भाई, क्या चल रहा है?
Okay, these are the major updates for today, sir. Team, anything else? This is concerned. So only one thing that Vivo one need to reschedule Friday did not happen. We will see availability this week. Nazar, Hosanna, we need to add. What is her name?
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes मैं थोड़ा अरे ठीक है भाई, कोई नहीं, no issues, happens.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Happens bro, chill करो. इतना कौन पढ़ता है? कौन पढ़ रहा है भाई? Who reads so much? Nobody is reading, right? कौन पढ़ रहा है? मुझे तो पता नहीं. Me, I'm not reading. I'm actually working. आज मेरा वर्क फ्रॉम होम है, सो घर बैठ के काम कर रहा था और थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ाई भी कर रहा था. है ना? आप क्या कर रहे हो? रिची रिच हो आप तो. अरे क्यों भाई, ऐसा क्या? देखिए आप, आई एम चैटिंग विथ प्रवीण गारू. यस, यू आर चैटिंग विथ मी एंड इन अ लाइव. ऐसा क्या दिखा भाई मेरे पास, तो आप बोल रहे हैं कि मैं रिची रिच हूँ. गारू का मतलब कि क्या होता है? इट्स कॉल्ड जी. प्रवीण जी, सोमवीर जी, भाई साहब, ऐसा. तो इट्स इन रेस्पेक्ट से बोलते हैं ना, ऐसा ಹಂಗೆ. ಓ, ಹೌದು ಹೌದು. जी जी, इल्ले इल्ले. आई थिंक आप चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस मूवी देख के ऐसा बोल रहे होंगे ना. मुझे तो वैसे ही लग रहा है. आप चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस मूवी से प्रभावित होकर बोल रहे हैं ना. नो, ओके, बिकॉज वो मूवी में है ना थोड़ा बहुत इल्ले इल्ले and Thangapalli and all is from that movie only. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ. लेनो थिंकपैड. हाँ ब्रो, यही दे गया है हमको फरूज. लेनोवो थिंकपैड दे हैव गिवन टू अस. क्या ही कर सकते हैं ना, लाइक व्हाट कैन वी डू. एंड व्हाट डू यू डू ब्रो? फरूज, फरूज. Yeah, right, bro. You are right. That's why you can see this one, no? Lenovo ThinkPad. Actually, मेरी बुआ केरला में रहती है. Wow, nice, bro. Bro, I am into DevOps. How about you, Farouz? केरला तो बहुत अच्छा प्लेस है ना, like it is very nice place, you know. I like Kerala, and it is called God's own country बोलते हैं. बहुत अच्छा जगह है. Bro, I'm doing OpenShift. Wow, super, bro. It is really good actually. You are very yummy. Don't worry, we will not ask money. अरे कहाँ है पैसे भाई? We don't have any money. OpenShift na, it is good. And where are you from, Farouz? OpenShift has really like nice scope, you know. In Nokia, super bro. Which location you are there? दोनों पढ़ाकू मिल गए. अरे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, ये पढ़ाकू नहीं है रे. दिस इज एक्चुअली वर्किंग है ना, सो उसके बारे में बात कर रहा था. चेन्नई, वाओ. सी, वी हैव Farouz from Chennai. I think I should leave now. Why, bro? You also talk about the places, right? And about your place, Haryana. And वहाँ पर क्या फेमस है? हरियाणा में तो बहुत कुछ है ना, फेमस थिंग्स. We will discuss about further learnings, I think. Yeah, bro, sure. We will discuss about it. And you know, I am into DevOps and you are into OpenShift. So, are you a developer? Like, what do you do exactly, you know? Somewhere is there. Somewhere is doing his BSc. Yes, I am in deployment. Ah, nice. So, you know about Kubernetes and all, right? And I also need to start learning, bro. This is OpenShift, AI, and all. Yes, no, yes. So you regularly you deal with all the pods and all, I think. Pods, YAML files, right? And deployment is in like it is actually automated one, or you will do it manually. OpenShift is suitable for all domain. Yes, bro. Anybody can do this, right? Like a developer, testers, and for a DevOps engineer, though it is required. DevOps, and for SRE, site reliability engineer. So, somewhere अनपढ़ों वाली फीलिंग आ रही है भाई ब्रदर. अरे क्यों भाई? Automated deployment in government networks. Oh, that is nice. सोमवीर आप भी आपके बीएससी के बारे में तो कुछ बोलो ना. Automated deployments in government networks. Oh, so you are working for some government projects, I think. Yes, Australia Optus, nice bro. It is really nice, no? OpenShift deployment. So like basically you work on only the deployments or support also. Like there is a team to support the pods and the Kubernetes architecture, networks, and whenever a pod is down, how will you who will be the one who is resolving it? Pods, nice name they are given. Pod. I think somewhere is left. I think somewhere. अभी है आप? Are you still there, bro? Are you doing work from home? Yeah. Today I am doing work from home. I will do support, coding, etc. That's nice. So it is development plus support. That is good. I am actually not from the coding, but I take care rest of the things like in the DevOps, right? The operations and build and deployments and production support also, handling the all production UAT servers and all. So this is how we work in DevOps, and we need to be available all the time, man, to resolve the production issues and all, right? And I do work in weekends also, because if something fails, right, then it is done. Troubleshoot, resolve the issues, find the root cause. Are you also doing work from home, Farooz? Farouz is there. Are you also doing work from home? I am doing work from home. Nice. So it is permanent or it is like a hybrid mode for you? So 5 days remote job, bro. Got a ping. And doing trading in Indian market. That is the best thing one can do, right? Yeah, bro. I think that is the uh, best thing actually. Trading also ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. 4 hours. We all should have some backup, bro. Backup. Without backup, it is difficult to survive. But mainly focused in trading, yes. If you have the uh, knowledge about the market and all, right, we should do it first. Easy way get monthly salary in an hour. That's right, bro. That's right. And that's actually true, right? And you know, like most of the people are doing it now. There are so many people who are into trading, stocks, and all. But without greed, we will survive lifelong. Yes. So, which all you know portfolio you have like applied to? Without greed, we will survive. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And we don't know, right? Like when we have these jobs and all. Yes, correct. And nowadays it is all about AI, right? Everywhere it is AI. AI, generative AI, agentic AI. Every like every day I'm going to hear it, Bus AI, AI, AI. AI. 5 lakhs to learn AI, bro. Seriously. My friend who spent 5 lakhs to learn AI. Oh man, seriously, who will spend that much money to learn AI? Yeah, if he would have invested in stocks, na, that was actually nice. 5 lakhs investment in AI. I mean, to learn, man. Bitcoin, gold, silver too. Yeah, that's what, right? And now the price of silver and gold is also high. Seriously, bro, 5 lakhs to learn AI. Arey baapre. I am NISM. What is that, bro? I didn't get like NISM means. SEBI. Okay, that's nice. Good to know. That's good to know, bro. Yeah, bro. See you then. Thanks for joining my live stream and sharing some good things. Chalo then. See you. Bye bye. I also have to go for some time. Namaste. Bye bye. Chalo guys, I have to say bye to you all.